I asked round as to what to vlog about, and so I asked for 2 words. I asked for 2 words, and I turned to one of my friends and they went camel, and then the next person, I turned to the next person, knew what he was thinking, and went, actually, I'll just do a vlog about camels. But then I remembered an old children's story that I got told. It didn't originally have a name, it was just an old story, but like the camel has been called Clive in some things, so this is a story about Clive the camel. One day, a camel was walking around. It was like, I hate all the flies in my ears. I hate having all the flies. I wish I could just, like, flap them away. And so he was walking, and he came across an elephant. And the elephant had big ears, and he was batting flies away left, right and centre. The camel was like, I want those ears. Those ears would be awesome. It's kind of brutal for a children's story, I just realised. But what happens is he steps on his ears, he starts trampling on his ears, and like the ears get bigger and better, and he's like, he's got elephant ears, so he can no longer be called Clive the camel. He's now called Clive the Camelephant, which is camel and elephant, if you didn't know. Basically, Clive starts to look at other animals and is like, I want them. I want their features. I wish I could run fast like that antelope. Can't remember how he actually gets to run really fast like an antelope, but he basically has antelope legs, I'm assuming. And so now he's Clive the Camelophantelope, walking around, and obviously he's not gracious about having massive ears that could potentially knock people back and could run like the wind. I'm almost completely certain that if you could run fast enough and have massive ears, could you get the... they're not wings. They're not wings. I wish they were wings. And I don't understand, like, how or why he just got to the sea, okay? And Clive, the Camelophantelope, was looking, and he was like, I love how the pelicans can just swoop down and pick up fish in their beak and eat fish. He wishes he could, like, catch fish like a pelican. And he's now Clive, the Camelophantelope pelican. So like he's like, this is great. I can swoop my ears. I can run really fast and pick up fish, and it's all great. But then he just walks along, and whilst running and flapping his massive wing ears and catching fish, he's like, you know what can make this better? You know what can make me an international superstar? This is assuming Clive can talk. And so what happens is Clive is just there, and he's like, he sees a bird. He sees a bird, a canary, sing, and he's like, I wish I could sing, and I wish I could sing like that canary. And so somehow his luckiest thing that he's ever done, and this is when the brutal part starts to come in again for the children's story. What basically happens is Clive then becomes Clive the Camelophantelope pelicanary, which is fun to say. Like, just say it with me right now, genuinely. Camelophantelope pelicanary. Basically, he starts tripping over his bill, he trips over his ears like it's too heavy, and he lands on the ground, and he's basically like dying, which is the brutal part of the story. And he's just going, I think I was better off as a camel. Clive! Why? The moral of the story is essentially, don't wish that you could be someone else, because in the end, being yourself is the best thing you could ever be. Unless you can be a camel. I think that's the moral of the moral of the story. I'm pretty sure that is solid. That is what it meant to be. Be yourself unless you can be a camel. Thanks for watching. Bye.